This is MJ and the boys, you lucky bastards.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of MJ and the boys. Of course, when you hear my voice, you know that MJ is not here. But we've got a fantastic replacement for our permanent guest host, our Jay Leno, if you will.
This is only my second time. Don't start calling me Jay Leno.
It's MJ's real life BFF, Carrie. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Sticky.
How
Hi,
are you?
Sean.
Hello.
How are you,
very
Sean?
good.
I'm all right. I think this is the first time. No, Bella sat in twice before. She sat in twice.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the
Bella's
first time
been
we've
on
had
2
repeats.
shows.
Yeah.
So,
That one of us isn't having sex
so you're
with.
the Alec Baldwin of the show. You've tied the record for most fill-in spots.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Alec Baldwin's pretty cool. My head isn't quite as wide, but I still like him.
Are you excited that this week is National Vagina Day, October 19th? What is that? This Wednesday? Thursday.
Thursday.
This
I think it's
Thursday
Thursday.
is National Vagina Day. Hooray!
Hooray!
Vagina Day.
I think that's awesome. I'm still not quite sure what that means, but
It's National Vagina Day. It's the day
like-
our nation celebrates.
does that mean everyone who has a vagina gets oral sex that day, period? Like we all earn it just for possessing?
I think it could mean that. I don't think it does mean that. I don't think there are hard and fast rules. It's like National
Well, they're not gonna
Donut
be-
Day or
yeah.
National Pizza Day. It's like people who are into donuts eat donuts that day. People who are into
I love how you're
it's-
comparing vaginas to pizza and donuts right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
all
People
delicious.
who are into vaginas eat vaginas that day.
So it's a good day. How will you be celebrating?
I'm not sure. I guess I'm going to go out and see if somebody feels like having pizza or donuts. You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink.
I do know. No, I actually don't. I have some interesting facts about vaginas.
I'm excited about this because I'm going to be ashamed if I don't know them.
You have a vagina, yes?
Yes. Well, yeah.
Okay,
I
so
do.
you
I
can
hope that you can hear that through my
gonna,
voice.
Okay, I'm gonna. You can confirm or deny.
Yeah,
some of
this is
these
going to be
facts,
really
okay?
interesting.
Sean, let's tag team these vagina facts.
Right on.
Okay,
The facts, not a
facts.
vagina.
Oh, this is from
Yeah, we haven't done that in years.
theloop.ca, by the way. It's a Canadian
website.
Oh, so this may only be true for Canadian vaginas.
This says International Women's Day.
Oh, yeah. The facts are about International Women's Day, but they're about vagina.
About vagina specifically.
And we are celebrating National Vagina Day.
Okay.
So, okay.
It's not the whole woman, just the
Just
vagina.
the vagina.
Yeah.
You get another
That
day for the
sounds
rest.
so
of you.
American.
This article was written for a different day, but it still applies to our day. That's all. Did you know, Carrie?
Okay.
Your vagina. Did you know your vagina gets many erections?
My vagina gets erections
Yes,
or
it's
other
mini-
parts of my...
Many erections.
Mini, like miniature, not
Not many.
many.
many erections. The labia minora
Yeah.
actually contains erectile tissue that stiffens when aroused. Feel free to whip out this fact next time your husband is feeling cocky.
Oh.
Oh, good Lord.
I didn't
Are they
write
all going to
that.
have awesome
I
puns?
think they are. I don't know.
Is the labia minora, is that thing they use in Hanukkah?
Yeah, that's right.
That's exactly what it is.
They light it.
They put candles all over someone's labia and burn it 13 times for Jewish Christmas.
Okay.
I did not know that.
Fact number 2, Sean.
No, she did not know about the.
I did not
the many
know that
erections.
you would call labia swelling an erection until this moment, but I can do that from now on, I guess.
Okay. Did you know the vagina is way stronger than it looks?
Yes.
Believe it or not, vaginas are strong enough to clamp down on penises so they can't escape. Like any muscle, it needs exercise to build strength, so don't forget your kegels. Kegels?
Kegels.
Kegels?
Kegels.
A woman broke the vagina weightlifting record. That's a thing.
What?
By lifting over 30 pounds attached to a wooden egg her muscles grabbed onto.
Wow.
Oh my God. So they took 3 sacks of flour, hung it on an egg. She put it in her vagina and held it off the ground.
Amazing.
Would you put your penis in a
30
vagina that strong, or would you be worried about your penis?
I think, no, I would, yes.
Sorry, I
I
guess
would
that
not
was
be- I
stupid.
wouldn't
It
be
sounds a
worried
little
about it.
scary.
I mean, it would be worth the risk, is what I think.
No, my penis can lift 100 pounds.
Now, how do you know that?
Because I weigh 100 pounds.
See? Gutter humor.
Sean, that was a little bit of gutter humor, but you should have heard the joke that went through my head before I actually said what I said.
Ah, see.
So, okay. You probably, hopefully, Carrie, hopefully you do know this. Your vagina Let's make these facts about Carrie's vagina instead of
Okay.
just about women's.
Oh, no, this will be fun. Now, I'm not going to tell my parents to listen to this one, but other than that, I'm into
Carrie,
it.
did you know that your vagina is self-cleaning?
Yes. Vaginas
Everyone's-
are so much cleaner than dicks.
Everyone's
Fact.
Okay. Everyone's favorite oven setting is also available in your vagina. Except in this case, you don't need to activate it. Vaginal discharge. I don't like this segment anymore. Is secreted regularly.
I guarantee there's vaginal discharge that you love. Stop being so squirrely.
It's an incredibly effective cleanser. So much that women don't need to use soap down there, and using harsh or perfumed cleansers, i.e., douches, can actually lead to infection.
Yes, you do not want to put anything in there.
This is all
For cleansing purposes.
No, for cleansing. Yeah,
It cleans itself.
This
It's
is all good
amazing.
stuff. This is all real.
So the oven,
stuff.
when I run my self-cleaning
Yeah.
oven, it smells terrible.
And you have to lock
And
the
I have
door
to lock
so you
the
can't
door
open
so
it.
nobody
Yeah.
can get
Yeah,
in while
that's
it's
right.
cleaning.
Because it's dangerous.
I mean, nobody's in here saying they smell like roses,
Right,
but they
right,
still
well,
clean themselves.
sure,
It's
well.
very clean. You don't have to worry about that. That's, you know.
Did you know your clitoris is far more sensitive than the penis?
Yes.
Often hailed as the most sensitive of all the erogenous zones because it has 8,000 nerve endings compared to the measly 4,000 found in the penis.
And it's way smaller, so they're concentrated in a tiny area. Got to be careful with that thing, guys. Some advice from me to you.
I will be careful with it.
Well, you're married and you're almost married.
As
I guess
soon
you
as-
guys
as soon
must
as he
know what
finds
you're
it.
doing.
Did you
Oh,
know,
good point.
Carrie, that your vagina changes size on demand? Yes, the vagina can expand to twice its size when aroused. The
Doesn't that
muscles
defeat the purpose?
pull the uterus upwards, creating more length in the vagina.
Oh, okay.
And let's not forget about childbirth. You can push
Yes,
a 10-pound
let's not.
baby out of your vagina, and it will most likely go
it's
back
gross.
to its original shape and size. The vagina, not the baby. So pay no mind to anyone else's horror stories. I don't even want to hear those horror stories, but
I didn't know that it lengthened upon arousal.
yeah.
Of course, you can push a baby out, but that's still disgusting.
Yeah. It's easy to push something out.
Isn't that the truth?
Hard trying to get a baby back up in there.
Did you? Maybe like rib, maybe.
Ew.
Oh, Lord. We are in the
We're
gutter.
not supposed to put stuff up there. Go ahead, Sean.
Just cleaning things. You can use ribs if you'd like.
We're halfway there, folks.
Maybe the vagina will
What do you think-
clean things you put in it. So
What
if
do
you
you
have
think
something that
ribs
needs
for her
cleaned,
pleasure is?
you could stick it up. Oh, Jesus. I'm never going to get invited back again.
Did you know, Carrie, that your vagina is tilted?
Yes. Yes. I have a friend in high school who hers was tilted the opposite way,
Oh, that's fucked
and
up.
she could not figure
or
out.
fucked down, depending which way you're
Yeah,
facing.
like penis didn't angle the right direction because hers was tilted the opposite way. It's a medical condition. It's not very common. And she couldn't figure out why sex was horribly, horribly painful. And she was from a Catholic family, so her mom never took her to the doctor because she wasn't supposed to be having sex. She went on her own to Planned Parenthood, and they're like, yeah, every internal organ is flipped. Your organs are behind your
weird.
vagina instead of in front
So
of them
did
or whatever.
she marry a dude whose penis bent the wrong way? Like
I think they just do it from behind.
Yeah, behind. That's the only
They
way
just
you
have
could
to do it from
then.
behind. She
Aw,
doesn't
that-
get any face to face.
that poor guy. That sucks.
Your
That
vagina
sucks for
sits
him.
at a 130 degree angle.
From
That's why
what?
standing up, I don't know, from that just vagina
From the
sits at a
ground, like-
130 degree angle. So I guess if you're
It's not
yeah,
quite perpendicular with the
It's
ground.
like-
it's like, yeah.
it's like
Is that if I'm standing
Little
or
past
laying
90.
down, or am I on my knees? Like, what?
Well, that's they're very vague about their vagina
People in
facts,
Canada do not give you enough facts about what they're talking about. This,
but it is why sex standing up doesn't work.
well, that's
Like
a good
it does
point.
in the
Yeah.
movie.
Okay.
Carrie, did you know that your vagina is completely unique? No two are alike. Vaginas and vulvas, not vulvos. All
All Vovos are different.
vulvas are very similar to one another.
They're boxy but good.
Vaginas and vulvas are as unique as the women who have them are. While they may share a general appearance, they can come in an endless variety of shapes, sizes, and colors. Go ahead and ask your esthetician.
Esthetician. That's the person who does the waxing.
Oh, the next
if you
time
get
you're in there
waxed.
for a wax.
An esthetician.
Okay, thank you. I never saw that word before.
They take care of your body aesthetics. I would not know if all vaginas looked. I mean, I watch porno, but those have been
I mean, but that's,
cultivated.
I mean, that could be same. I don't think that. I mean, you can say that about any two people or body parts or
Well,
whatever.
yeah, I mean,
there's no-
I've seen more
of course-
penises than I want to admit to on your podcast. They all look very different.
Yeah, they're all different.
Very different.
I mean,
They're
you
all
don't want
different.
to.
I hear everybody has a penis twin.
Really.
Oh, that's interesting. Like a celebrity
I haven't found
doppelganger.
mine.
Mine is John Belushi, I think.
Oh, yours died.
Yeah. My penis twin died. Go ahead, Sean.
That's sad.
Did you know that pubic hair only grows for 3 weeks?
No.
Can you imagine if pubic hair grew for 7 years like the hair on our head? Thankfully, our hair down there will never be long enough to be pulled back in a ponytail.
Who wrote this? That's
Canadians.
oh my God, Canadian.
Interesting.
So it grows for 3 weeks and falls out and starts
3 weeks,
over.
and then it either just stops. And
Then how do you explain that big Demi Moore bush from the Playboy from the 80s? Because that looks like months and months of her life were devoted. I know you've seen Demi Moore in
Yeah.
the like black hole that was her vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I imagine it's a merkin.
That was like 1985, man.
Yeah, she
I
didn't
think
need
that
a
was.
merkin.
I think it might grow for longer than
She's
3
just
weeks. Maybe that's a
swarthy.
Canadian thing because
Maybe
it's so cold
'cause,
up there.
yeah,
They wear so many
chilly.
clothes
Well,
all
no,
the time.
but every woman's got okay. Yours grows for 3 weeks. Hers grows for 3 weeks. She just grows more. You know what I mean? You know?
She's just far bushier.
Yeah, she's probably just
Her
Greek.
vagina is like a gay bear man.
She's like,
you know?
right. She's like Greek
Those
or
big, burly
Italian in ethnicity and whatever.
That makes sense.
Your vagina, Carrie, is shark-like. No, not because it's a man-eater. But vaginas secrete a natural lubricant that contains something called squalene, a substance that is also found in shark livers. Somehow, this makes us feel a little bit safer in the ocean now. I wish I hadn't read that last line.
Yeah.
Why would that make them feel safer in the
It
ocean?
seems
But
if anything, it would attract the sharks.
this
another
is not
shark.
making me love the vagina more.
No, this is making me. This is
didn't-
weird. Does that mean that
I
my
don't-
vagina smells like seafood or something? Like, why would it? Ugh.
that does explain.
I don't think you read this before you.
No, I just saw things. 13 facts about vaginas. Let's read them on the air.
Well, I guess it's. I mean, I like that it self lubricates. Everybody's a fan of that, but I didn't know that it was like a shark substance. I guess I don't know very much about my own lovely vagina. I
Three
feel
more,
bad
guys.
now.
Well, more. Hang in
the
there.
vagina is probably not what you think it is.
What?
Most people are under the impression that what is actually their vulva is their vagina. The vulva is basically every part that you can see, while the vagina is actually the muscular passageway between the vulva and the cervix.
Ew.
Well, if you don't know that, you
cervix.
shouldn't be using it.
So the vagina is the hallway.
Yes.
The vulva is the front door.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Number
Or the back
11.
door in your friend's case.
Not all women have hymens.
Oh,
I wish I didn't talk over that joke, Sean. It was really funny. It is commonly believed that you can tell that a woman has lost her virginity by doing the hymen check, but not every woman has one to begin with. Plus, it can break from the myriad of activities other than intercourse, like a pap test or riding a horse. God, this is just disturbing. I'm not going on.
I imagine riding a horse would cause the hymen to break.
it's really unfair back in the days when virginity was important.
is, yeah.
That is really not fair.
The vagina is Latin. Not just Demi Moore's either.
Mine still sounds like a Hoosier.
Do Hoosiers say eh? No, that's Canadian.
That's Canadian.
These vaginas say eh. The word vagina is derived from a Latin root word meaning sheath for a sword, which is both totally badass and oddly appropriate.
And mildly misogynistic. Like,
Unless
there's
you
other
take
purposes.
it literally.
Oh, God.
They're Latin.
Latin
Latin
I'm not sure.
What's Latin for sheath for a butter knife? Or a very small dagger. I don't know. I don't even want to read this one. And finally, menstrual blood may save your life.
Oh, I bet you wish you'd read these ahead of time.
I know. What, our monthly flow contains regenerative stem cells, which is a very promising area of medical research at the moment. Scientists are studying the blood as a means to treat heart disease. It seems wasteful thinking about those. Oh, God. It seems wasteful thinking about those tossed pads and tampons now. Is there anything our vaginas can't do?
Oh my
This is your worst nightmare happening right now, isn't it?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Someone got paid to write that.
A comedy writer, no doubt.
A comedy writer, no doubt. Oh my God. Hey, stem cells are amazing. They fixed Peyton Manning with those, and he won a Super Bowl.
Look.
No, I don't think they pulled it out of someone's used tampon, but I'm just saying that stem cells, maybe it's the future.
Possibly from Tom Brady's.
Oh!
Thank you for that, Sean. You are the funny one. So happy Vagina Day on Thursday.
Thank you. I'm excited. I'll have to think of a way to celebrate. Yeah.
When you're out and
I
about
probably
on Thursday.
won't think about those 13 facts when I celebrate my vagina.
Okay.
I'll probably do something not related to most of those.
We'll get you a gift.
Oh.
Well, this is
National Vagina Day.
This is our second annual
intrigued.
vagina celebration, by the way. We did it last year. I played my famous vagina song, which I'm going to spare you right now. Vagina.
I listened.
Yes. But we are going to play vagina songs once again this year. So, Carrie, you get, as our guest, you get the first choice here.
All right.
What is your vagina song?
My vagina song is my favorite tongue-in-cheek song about pussies ever. It's called the Pussycat Song. I think I actually commented last year that you missed out not playing it. Now I get my chance. It's by Connie Vanette. It's kind of short, and you should listen to every word. It's hilarious.
My pussycat was scratching out on my back door. Scratched so long, poor pussy got sore, sore pussy, sore pussy. Just a friendly little cat, friendly little cat. My pussycat was setting out on the front step. Sat so long, poor pussy got wet, wet pussy. Sore, wet pussy. Just a friendly little cat. Friendly little cat. My pussy cat was playing out on the back lot. Played so long, poor pussy got hot, hot pussy. Sore, wet, hot pussy. Just a friendly little cat. Friendly little cat. My pussy cat was rocking in the rocking chair. Rocked so long he lost his hair. Bald pussy. Sore. Wet. Hot. Bald. Pussy. Just a friendly little cat. Friendly little cat. My neighbor and I out at the clothesline. I said to my neighbor, won't you look at my pussy? Sore, wet, hot, bald, pussy. Just a friendly little cat. Friendly little cat. My neighbor stole my kitty, but I did see. I said to my neighbor, set my pussy free, free pussy. Sore, wet, hot, bald, free pussy. Just a friendly little cat. Friendly little cat. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Aw, nice pussy.
Welcome back to MJ and the Boys, you lucky bastards. Carrie, please reintroduce your song there.
That is the Pussycat Song by Connie Vanette, and it's amazing. It's dirty. It's hilarious. Oh, and
If you want to take it that way.
I think it's pretty clear how you should take that song. I actually did that at karaoke one time, and I signed up, and I gave the little slip to the dude, and he came over to me. He's like, I don't think you should sing this song. And I was like, pardon me? And he goes, it's really dirty. And I was like, there's not a cuss word in that entire song. Okay, I've been hearing people do rap music, singing horrible
That's
things.
right.
And he's like, I'm going to have to get the bar owner's permission before I let you sing this song. He wouldn't let me sing it until the bar owner signed off on that song because it's so blatantly, obviously, about vagina.
It's only dirty if it's dirty in your mind. Because I heard a song about a little poor kitty.
He did go through a lot.
Yeah.
That cat
Poor kitty.
had a bad day.
So that was it. We're celebrating National Vagina Day, but we're also getting ready for Halloween. Halloween is October. It's our favorite season. I don't know about you, Sean. Carrie and I both agree it's our favorite. I
It's
love
a great
some Halloween.
holiday.
Do you still?
Yeah, I love
But
it.
still,
Even with the sugar?
Oh, it's frustrating for me. But yeah, but I like to.
I
yeah, I
thought he
don't
was
eat.
implying you were too old, and I was like,
No,
that's
no, no,
bullshit.
no.
But I
That's
love the
cool.
creepiness and the
No, Halloween's
scariness,
great.
and I have a full size gorilla costume, so I'm going to
Of
walk
course
around
you
and,
do.
and scare.
I
scare
love
kids.
Halloween so much that I fell in love with a horror writer. Horror writer.
Horror.
Horror.
A
Not a
person who
horror.
Not a
writes-
horror writer. I did not fall in love with a horror writer.
Scary.
That was back
Horror
in the
writers
20s.
make money too.
Did you know that approximately 600 million pounds of candy will be sold in the U.S. for Halloween, with 90 million pounds of that being chocolate? Yeah.
Of course.
Halloween is the top selling candy holiday in the United States, way above Valentine's Day, which only sells 48 million pounds of candy. Easter, 65 million pounds. 10% of the candy industry's total annual sale occur just before Halloween.
I'm not surprised about it being more than Valentine's Day. Only half the population really gets candy on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
That's right. This
I'm not saying male or female, but
right. Well, somebody's
Both couples
gifting
don't
it
buy
too. Right.
Somebody's buying somebody
candy for
something.
them.
This is what you won't believe. The top selling individual candy type every year,
Reese's.
candy corn.
Oh yeah.
Sells
Is it
20
really?
million pounds of that disgusting shit a year. Runners up in popularity: Snicker bar, Reese Cups, Kit Kats, and M&Ms.
Candy corn is still number one.
Oh, my God.
What year is it?
The
Jesus
can-
Christ, that's
The thing about the candy corn
didn't
is
they
it's
invent that
always
during the Depression or something?
it's the last thing left in the bowl because you eat all the good candy first, and then you get this huge bowl of disgusting candy corn. Yet you'll do munch on it until like the end of November.
'cause
You
it's still
just can't-
candy.
You'll still eat
I didn't
it.
know anybody outside of Bell. I didn't know anybody actually ate it. I thought all the candy corn that was ever made was made in like 1928,
And they're
and
just-
they just keep it's like Ale8 bottles. They just keep recycling it.
well, it does
using
never
it
go
again.
bad. It never goes bad. It's always
I mean,
edible
you
because
can't
it's
get
in the same
stale.
form, whether it's stale or fresh. It's
just
exactly the
wax.
same.
Is the candy? Is that your favorite part about Halloween? Like when you were a kid, is that your favorite part about Halloween, or is it dressing up? Is it mischief? What is it? What?
When I was a kid, my favorite part was definitely the candy. I lived in the country, so my parents had to drive us to the neighbors that they knew all over the countryside. And since you only got like 6 or 7 trick-or-treaters, you got a small Ziploc bag at every house. So
Oh.
you'd leave with the same amount as the city kids. And that's the only time we ever had candy. And it was a big fucking deal.
Really?
Yeah.
It took candy a long time to reach Powell County.
Oh, I'm from Posey County, Indiana, but the only difference is that it's flat. That's the only difference between where Melissa's or MJ's from and me is that it's flat. But yeah, I like the candy. Now that I'm a grown up, I like the costumes and the gore,
Right.
like really dirty, gory Halloween costumes.
I loved. What did you? What? No. What was your favorite Halloween costume when you were a kid?
When I was a kid, I liked being a witch. I liked all the makeup that went
Right.
with it because my mom would do like scary, gross.
Now,
makeup.
Sean, I know you.
Yes.
You've been a hobo every year of your life.
Every day for at least the past 20 years. Prior to that, though, every Halloween I was some variation of a hobo. I was a hobo werewolf. I was just a hobo. I was that hobo that is on Hummel figurines that has his face all painted white and is sad. The hobo clown.
Sad hobo.
Yeah.
So,
a
but was it
hobo.
was you like your parents just didn't want to put effort into your Halloween costume, so they?
You know, they always gave me the choice of what I wanted to be, and I apparently liked to wander. And that was what I always wanted to be. I always just wanted to hop the rails and ride the trains.
Hobo's a good costume because you can use your little
My bindle stick.
your bindle
Yes.
stick
Oh,
to
I
carry
was
the candy.
Searching
in.
for that term. Yeah, you got everything you need in a hanky. on
My
a stick.
Halloween costume is always a drugstore special. Like the plastic Spider-Man costume with the
Right.
plastic mask with the rubber band, or
Yeah.
I like one year I was a $6 million man and my sister was the Bionic Woman. One year I was Pac-Man. It was like this yellow plastic thing. It had a Pac-Man's maze on the chest
Right.
and a smiley face for the head. So there's always whatever plastic thing you could buy at the
Yeah.
drugstore. That was my costume.
Pac-Man's a terrible mask.
Right?
Because he's two-dimensional and
There's nothing-
he's
Yeah.
sideways.
The mask was just a
yellow
smiley
face.
face. It was just a yellow
so
face.
the only thing that
So
made
you're
you
really like a
Pac-Man was
Walmart
the
price
maze on
lowering
your
sticker.
chest.
And Pac-Man.
You're the rollback guy.
Even as like an 8-year-old kid, I was like, this costume doesn't make sense. Pac-Man doesn't have
He doesn't have a body.
He doesn't have the maze that he runs through on him. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Spider-Man's not wearing like a plastic bag
Well,
that
that
says
was-
Spider-Man.
It says Spider-Man on it. Yeah,
That's
I
not-
know. And well, it makes me mad because if you go to the Halloween store now, kids like they literally get to wear superheroes' real costumes. Like, Wolverine's
If they have rich
claws
parents.
like pop
Yeah.
out and stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yes, I was very. But I liked my favorite thing about Halloween has always been the mischief.
Mischief.
I like
the tricks, not the treats.
I like doing tricks. When I was a kid, what we did in Western Pennsylvania is like, look, I'd never heard of a TPing. You know what TPing is?
Yeah, you take toilet paper.
You take a
paper,
roll of
fling it
toilet
in the
paper.
trees. Throw it over the
You
house.
hold the loose end. You throw it over a tree, and it strings the toilet, and it's really hard to get out of the
Yes,
trees.
especially if it rains.
If it rains, yeah, you're screwed. People hate it. I'd never even heard of that growing up. Eggs, kids throw eggs, and
Eggs.
if they dry in the sun the next day, they're impossible to clean off.
They'll ruin the paint on
Which
your car.
I think is going too far.
Yeah.
But what we did was, and then of course there's flaming bag of dog poop,
Flaming dog poop.
which I would
yeah,
never
that's
do.
classic. That's not
Soaping
even related to
windows.
Halloween. That's just
I think that's just to me the chance that someone's going to step on, like if I saw a burning bag on my front porch, my instinct wouldn't be to step on it. You know what I mean? Like, so the kid who got the poop had to touch the poop with his hand to put it in the bag. So you're really pranking yourself doing that.
you don't have a dog, do you? You turn the
No.
bag inside out on your hand, pick up the poo, and then
Still,
pull the bag
oh,
around.
God, no.
How do you clean your cat box? You just reach in there and grab it all?
You don't put a bag on your hand.
with a shovel?
Well, can't you pick up dog shit with a shovel too?
Put it in a bag.
Yeah, but no, because the cat poop is covered in sand. It's dry. Usually, I wait 2 or 3 days. The dog poop.
Oh, I bet your house
you want
smells
the,
good.
Get the freshest, freshest dog poop.
I'm sorry.
Man, that was mean. But anyway,
I'm
So-
MJ.
so what we did was, we did something called tic-tacking.
What?
Yeah, and they don't do that around here. And no one I've ever met has ever heard this. And I think it might have been localized to the town I grew up, Burgettstown, Pennsylvania. I don't know. But what we would do is we would go to a farmer's cornfield and we would steal corn.
Okay.
Okay, so that was the first fun thing, stealing corn, And we would shuck the ears, the corn. It's the hard, like the kind of corn they feed to
Yeah,
chickens
it's
or
animal
whatever.
feed. They let it go to the end of the season. It's
Right.
not soft eating corn. It's feed
So
corn.
then you take you take your bags of corn, you go to someone's house in the middle of the night. Hopefully they're watching TV. Hill Street Blues. Usually
Okay.
it would be like 9:00 on a Thursday night or something, and you take big handfuls of the corn and you throw it at their windows, right? And the corn smashes into the windows and it makes this crazy sound. Well, tic tac, tick, 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 tick. That's why we call it tic tacking. And hopefully, the idea would be it would scare the fuck out of whoever's inside. It sounds like your windows are breaking, but it does no damage to the house at all. It does no damage to the house at all, but it scares the people inside. And then you run, and and it's fun. You laugh and you run and tic tac.
Yeah, but your like labor to payoff ratio is fucked up in this scenario. I've shucked corn. It takes a while. Like you guys are sitting around for an hour shucking enough corn to throw at someone's house. Like
Yeah, but scaring one of your neighbors into potentially having a heart attack, that would make it worth it, right?
oh, man, you are from
So
Pennsylvania. aren't you?
tic-tacking is on Urban Dictionary.
Ooh,
Am I right?
There are 2 definitions for
Okay.
it. The act of throwing corn kernels or corn cobs
Oh
at
my
an
God.
individual's house to cause commotion.
oh, I'm sorry. I really thought.
Thank
you,
you,
were full of
Urban.
shit.
I
That's awesome.
love the Urban Dictionary. Sure.
And this one also applies.
Uh-huh.
Freshening your breath with my itty bitty penis.
We would do that when we were older kids.
later.
After we tic-tacked, then we would tic-tac. And
You would freshen each other's
whole
breaths
evening.
with your itty bitty penises.
we would go tic-tacking. Then we would go trick-or-treating, or Halloweening, as we called it.
Halloweening.
And then we would go tic-tacking again.
Halloweening.
Halloweening.
All right, that's a new one on me.
Yeah, man. Tic-tacking ruled.
Yeah.
And why I want to do it here where we live in Kentucky, because no one's ever heard of it.
Do you know why that is? You find me the nearest cornfield with dry feed
Yeah,
corn.
that's a good point.
Yeah,
well,
we
you could
don't-
do it with popcorn or something.
That's true,
But it
but-
got to the point like
That's only like $1.98.
I remember being a kid and like I would be walking down the street the next day and my neighbor would be out in his driveway sweeping up the corn, right? And he'd look at me and go, "Hey, Delapina, you got me good last night." And and he would be laughing about it, and it made me mad that he wasn't mad.
That he wasn't mad.
Right?
But what you did is so harmless.
It was harmless,
in
and
retrospect.
plus 10 years in a row of it, no one would even bat their eyelid. We would get tic-tac and be like, people are tic-tacking.
Well, what's the absolute worst that happens? You end up with
Nothing.
corn
Yeah, you get-
in your lawn.
But if you did it here, the
They
police would get called. I mean,
They
people,
probably
people
would.
would be losing their shit. That would be so great.
I don't think people here know what the sound of dried corn hitting something even
Exactly.
sounds like.
Right. That's my point.
Which is very normal to
they,
us.
Right. They would
Well,
be
I'm sorry. I know what Pennsylvania's
they'd
like.
be
It's
watching
basically
Hill
like
Street
Indiana.
Blues or whatever.
Yes, as we still do.
and the corn would hit the window. People would freak out. They'd call the police. They wouldn't know what was going on. I implore you, if you're not from Western Pennsylvania, go tic-tacking. And then tic-tacking.
You know that
Tic-tacking.
I'd still visit my parents. I could bring you a bunch of ears of corn if
Would
you're
you?
really into this.
I've-
Yeah, it's corn season right now.
I
They're
actually,
harvesting
listen,
right now.
I have a 6-year-old daughter, and I begged her to go. She won't do it. She refuses to go tic-tacking with me.
girl.
She's a good girl.
First definition.
The corn throwing.
The corn throwing
Oh, yeah, we
tic-tac.
need to be clear on that now that we know that it means two
It's
things.
fucking Urban Dictionary. God damn it.
All right. Another guy who likes to have fun on Halloween is the guy who built Noah's Ark.
What, you mean the Noah's Ark in Kentucky?
The Noah's Ark in Kentucky. No, I mean Noah.
He
From the
means
Bible.
Noah from
He
back
really
in the day. He
enjoyed-
was really into
really
Halloween.
into Halloween,
Sam
Noah.
Hain was his thing.
It's going.
Oh, you want me to play the thing?
You might as well.
Okay.
This is the Weird World This Week.
All right. So we have this dick face here in Kentucky. Ken Ham spent a whole bunch of taxpayer money. He built this ark, which was supposed to bring in a whole lot of money to this county. He was ripping off the county. He's ripping off the state. He's just one of the worst people ever. Creationist Ken Ham. He wants to put Jesus into Halloween because Halloween doesn't have much Jesus. In a new blog post, Ham said all those trick-or-treaters coming to the door on October 31st provide, quote, a fantastic opportunity to share the saving gospel with your friends and neighbors. Ham's message was actually a sales pitch for his organization's Halloween Learn and Share kits, which include religious pamphlets as well as fake money with Bible messages to be given out to candy-seeking children.
Bastard.
The fake $1 million bill comes with a picture of either a dinosaur or Noah's Ark on the front and ominous warnings of damnation on the reverse side.
I'm going to tic-tac him so hard.
Both
I'm going with
both
you, dude. I'll
definitions.
get that corn, man. What the fuck, dude? He's handing out dollar bills with dinosaurs. You
$1 million
don't get
bills.
dinosaurs. Religious people don't get dinosaurs. Those are for scientists.
Have you ever
damn
lied,
it.
stolen, or used God's name in vain? A message on one of the bills reads, if so, you've broken God's law. The penalty for your crimes against God is death and eternal hell.
Damn.
They're going to give these to
for
children.
kids.
To children.
Kids. Yeah. If trick-or-treaters hear about the weird fake money offering and stop showing up, Ham has a backup plan. Try reverse trick-or-treating. When you bring a basket of goodies to bless your neighbors, include a gospel booklet with your home-baked or store-bought treats. It's a great way to encourage your kids to give and bless others, as well as to share the gospel as a family. Now, if somebody gave my kid's a little old for trick-or-treating now, but if we had been going out and somebody gave my kid a fake $1 million bill telling her she's going to die and go to
Right.
hell, I think I would probably end up in jail.
Well, that's
right.
but that's what Halloween's all about. That's what tricks or treats are for. Someone gives you that shit. You go back with corn, eggs, toilet paper,
Yeah.
and you fucking destroy their house. I mean,
Yeah. Tape their cat to the garage.
What?
That's a Posey County thing. Not me. Evil children used to take
Tell us
cats to
more.
garages where I'm from.
We can all agree and move on that Ken Ham is a terrible human being who deserves a fiery death and eternal damnation in his own hell.
Uh-huh.
Tell us more about this cat taped to a garage.
Well, I didn't go out pranking because I was a lame wallflower.
Yeah,
but,
I was a Navy kid. I wasn't allowed to, or my dad
Yeah,
got
but
busted.
kids from my high school they hated the Spanish teacher and they went to her house and taped her cat to the garage for Halloween
Oh my
with
God, that
duct
is
tape.
terrible. Did they kill the cat?
No, it was fine. It just lost its hair
Oh.
because when you pull duct tape off
Yeah,
of hair, the
yeah,
hair
of course.
comes off too.
And
Poor
then
I'm not
kitty.
for it. I'm
And
just
then
saying that
Carol-
that's still
that
better to me
Carol
than telling
whatever
your
lady
child
wrote
they're
a
going to
song
hell.
about it.
It was a bald and sore and
Poor,
Oh,
sore,
man.
bald.
Yeah,
God, I didn't even think about
listen,
that.
If you're going out causing mischief, that's
Don't do that. That's
the
way
point.
beyond
Don't hurt things. Don't hurt animals. The point is to just cause mischief.
mischief.
Be irritating.
Yes, just
I think that a
commotion.
dollar bill with, Satan shit all over the back is pretty irritating.
you deserve. If you deserve eggs, though.
Yeah.
I mean it. If egg that motherfucker.
I'm
He
just as
deserves-
mad that they're trying to steal dinosaurs from
He
scientists.
deserves dog shit
assholes.
smeared all over his car.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. There you go. Take a shit on the hood of his car.
Yeah,
That
human
is so
shit.
much nicer than hurting
Yeah.
a cat.
Absolutely. Jesus would have done the same thing.
Jesus totally would shit on the hood of that guy's car.
Sean,
Pretty sure that's in the Bible.
what is your?
That's how he got the money changers out of the temple. He shit on their cars.
They're covered wagons.
No, they didn't even have that. I think everybody walked back then. I don't think anybody
shit on
even
their
did. They
donkey?
have wheels during the time of Jesus? I don't even know because I don't believe in it.
Sean, what is your vagina song?
My vagina song is by a group called The Cramps, off their album A Date with Elvis, which is from, I think, 1986, and it is called Can Your Pussy Do the Dog? Cha-cha-cha.
Welcome back to MJ and the Boys, you lucky bastard. Sean, tell us about that.
That is Can Your Pussy Do the Dog, which is either about a vagina or a very talented dancing cat. We don't know. Could be either. Depends on how your brain works. But that is off of their 1986 album, A Date with Elvis, which ripped off Elvis's 1959 album title, A Date with Elvis. But it's the Cramps. They're an American rockabilly, punkabilly, psychobilly.
Yeah, they're awesome. In fact, well, I'll tell you about that later. Carrie, would you like to sing us the intro to Nerd Stuff?
All right, I'll do the Nerd Stuff song. It's time for Nerd Stuff with Sticky. I'm behind on my Marvel news, so I can't wait to hear what he has to say. That's a lie. Don't care. Nerd Stuff.
You're the nerd. Thank you. Well, last week I reported that Batman got engaged to Catwoman. In this,
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
That's in the newest edition.
right, in the newest issue of Batman Comics, whatever it's called. And that was, I thought, was big news, but apparently it's not really that big of news because Batman's been married at least 15 times in the past.
What?
Yes, Batman got married to Catwoman. He got married to
So he's remarrying Catwoman.
Talia al Ghul. He got married to
Okay.
Batwoman. He got married to Lois Lane.
Oh, wow. Superman
got
should
married-
not
No
have been
wonder
happy with
Superman and
that.
him don't get along.
He got married to Wonder Woman. He
That's
got
hot.
married to Julie Madison. I don't know who that is. He got married to Natalia Chusevich. He got married to Lara Wayne, which is weird because it
That
sounds
sounds
like
like
she might be
family.
related to him.
Yeah.
I don't know. He got married to unknown Mrs. Wayne. I don't know what that means either.
We're getting real Kentucky here, marrying his
He-
cousins.
Well, perhaps they are just giving the married name because they never gave any
Oh,
other name.
right, because they never said. He got married to Catwoman
Stop being smarter than us,
another time. He got married to Talia al Ghul another time. He got married to Batwoman yet another time. He got married to Catwoman again.
Oh my God.
He got married to Julie Madison again, whoever that is. And the number one time that Batman got married, he married Catwoman. So he's been
Why
married
do
to
they keep
Catwoman.
getting divorced?
He's been married to Catwoman 5 times.
Good Lord, dude. Just move her into the Batcave and be done with it.
Now, Sean,
Yes,
you no doubt saw the new Star Wars trailer.
I did. Yes.
Carrie, I guess you saw it too.
did.
What was your thoughts?
I think it looks really awesome. I'm super excited about it. I'm very, very, very
Now-
excited.
The Force Awakens.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch a Force Awakens and the original Star Wars movie, A New Hope,
Yeah.
which I don't think it was called A New Hope.
No, it was
back
just
in
called
the-
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Okay, but if you watch the original Star Wars, A New Hope, and then you watch Force Awakens, it's pretty much a shot-for-shot remake.
Oh yeah, they're incredibly similar. They did that on
Every-
purpose.
right,
They're
they
like,
did
we're
it-
just going to pretend we're going to wipe the prequels out by giving you the same thing.
It's a much
that we know you love.
In my opinion, Sean's opinion, it's a much better movie than that original Star Wars
Yes,
movie.
I think so,
But-
too.
But the plot and everything that happens, and even little things like are very, very similar.
so similar.
Do you think is this movie going to be like Empire Strikes
Yes.
Back?
I do. I think it'll be the dark downer note of the trilogy. I think it's going to have a lot of the familial surprises, because back in the day nobody knew that Darth
right.
was Luke's father. We're going to get some familial sort of surprises in there.
Right.
Things
Ray
like that.
is related to someone. No
Yeah,
one-
related to someone everyone's been talking about. I don't know what that'll end up being. I think
Any theories?
I don't know.
Theories?
About Ray?
Yeah, Ray's who she related to. It's too easy. She's not Luke's daughter.
No,
Too
I don't
easy.
think
Too
she-
easy.
I don't
Too
think
easy.
she's Luke's daughter.
Many people,
Lando.
that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Many people have from the trailer that just came out.
Yeah,
And
it's-
maybe they're-
it's a Luke and Leia situation.
They're going no, they're dissecting it even way too much. But they noticed that her fighting style was incredibly similar to Emperor Palpatine's fighting style
Ooh.
in one of those prequel
Oh,
movies.
I like that so much better
So-
than the she's a Kenobi rumors, which
So-
are so stupid to me because he was basically like a weird monk or something.
Right.
Like,
So maybe if she's Palpatine's granddaughter or daughter or something, and then she's got the evil force in her.
See, I think the
dark
trailer
side.
is full of misdirection. Like the very end of the trailer, go watch it, people. Pause for a second. Go watch it. At the end of the trailer, Kylo Ren is reaching out his hand, telling someone that he can help them learn to use the
Right.
Force better. And then it cuts to Rey, and she's reaching her hand. But the background of those two shots are incredibly different. I think that's
Very astute.
misdirection.
Very astute. Yes.
Yes, and I think, okay, I'm going to get real nerdy here. What if he's talking to Leia?
His mom.
Yeah, his mom.
Because he was, and there's another scene in the trailer where he's considering blowing her up. Yeah.
What if it? Well, I'm just trying to think of something that would surprise me, and that would be cool.
From the reaction I read online, people were freaking out like, oh my God, Ray's going to the dark side because he reached out his hand to her and she's reaching back. But it could have, even if that were the same scene, it could have been the opposite. Like,
She's going to pull him
she's
over
pulling
because
him
he
to the good
certainly
side.
has
Right.
these tendencies. There's
Right.
still, even in this new trailer, they're showing these little moments of weakness on his face, just little cuts
And
where
he'll-
he's still not super totally dark yet. He's
Right.
a big pussy. I mean,
yes.
he tore up that whole control panel because he was in a bad
He's a
mood.
big
I mean,
baby.
he's a
Yeah.
big baby.
And he'll
so,
sell more toys if he's a good guy.
yeah.
Just saying.
My niece had a
Speaking
choice
of-
between a Frozen bike and a Kylo Ren bike, and she got the Kylo Ren bike
Oh, good for
after
her.
only
Well,
the
right.
first movie.
The
So
frozen bike must have been. very
Yeah,
cold.
what would that have done to her vagina?
Kind of an
oh,
asshole
let's
thing
not.
to
She's
buy her.
5. It's just the movie Frozen.
Speaking of selling toys, the one thing that I had very mixed feelings on in this trailer is the porg.
The porg.
The porg.
Porg.
You mean the guinea pig that looks like a
guinea pig
penguin?
weasel? The
He was
guinea pig
in
weasel
the
penguin?
Millennium Falcon with Chewbacca.
Yeah.
The director of Ryan Johnson, who's the director of this movie, said he was actually afraid that the porgs would be too cute.
Yep.
Quote, it wasn't until after we got the actual puppets on the set and the whole crew reacted with, oh my God, they're adorable. And also then a few people in the crew were giving them that suspicious side eye, like, these are cute, but are they too cute?
Yep.
Will they be the Ewoks? Will
I
they be
wouldn't
the
have a
Ewoks?
problem if they were the Ewoks. The Ewoks get a bad rap. They're not the best characters, but they're all right.
But they're not that bad.
If they're the Jar Jars,
That's what I'm worried about.
I have a feeling that the porgs are going to be awesome. And what I think is that the director of this movie and anybody who's involved knows that is what people are freaking out about.
Yeah.
The porgs will be in it, just like Baby Groot.
Right, which just a little touches here and there.
Just a touch of Baby, because I didn't want to see Baby Groot. My daughter loves Baby Groot, but I do not want to watch Baby Groot.
Well, Baby Groot can't really be a part of the plot because it's a baby.
Right,
So-
but they did enough with him
They
to
did
where he was
enough.
part of the plot, and it didn't annoy me. He was cute.
Yeah.
I think the porgs will just. I think they'll be a little sprinkled in there.
That would be
You know,
perfect.
whatever.
I'm with Sean. I never had a huge problem with the Ewoks, although I think 4 or 5 when Jedi came out, so I was just the right age for all the cutesy
Right.
stuff. But then as I've grown up, I haven't grown to resent them because they're adorable.
They
I'm
didn't
just like,
ruin-
it's just
the
they didn't ruin your childhood. Did they ruin your childhood?
I didn't love the Ewoks, but they
That was
didn't
all
ruin
the
my
tic-tac you ruined
childhood.
your
It was like my parents ruined my childhood, obviously. But what about the other animal that no one's talking about? It looked like a wolf made out of ice crystals or something. What was that?
I think that is so much cooler, and no one's talking about it.
Yeah.
It looks like a wolf made out of ice, and it's running around. It is wild looking, and they haven't even told us what those are called, as far as I can tell. I watched some of the nerd blogs, and I haven't seen any
I
info
haven't.
on that thing, and it was badass looking.
So. Moving on to the next topic. Do you like?
Wait, I want to hijack this for a minute
Okay,
while
go
we're
ahead.
on trailers. Did you watch the new Black Panther trailer?
Of course, I did. Yes, 10 times.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. It's
Yeah.
a bit. Hey, man, look. Here's the thing. When the first Thor Ragnarok trailer came out, and it was set to the Immigrant Song, and it was like, Asgard is dead, and Thor's like chained up, and there's blood, and there's skin. It's like, and everybody's. I'm like, fuck yeah, Thor. Same thing with the Black Panther, but then the
Really?
subsequent things that came out with the Thor is like Thor's funny. Thor's funny. It's not badass. So I'm a little bit nervous about the Black Panther simply because the trailer looked so badass,
And the first trailer is always so good.
right? And maybe they're, I don't know.
But his character wasn't like in the. So he's only been in the Captain America Civil War.
Yeah.
That's the first appearance, right?
Right.
He's not a humor character. He's not or a humorous character. That's not part of his whole persona.
This is right.
Whereas Thor has always cracked some jokes about just I don't get Earth. I'm not from here. This is weird. Like the whole first movie was like a fish out of water jokes more than him even being a god. So again, I didn't watch the second one, but I think Ragnarok looks pretty badass.
I think you're right about that.
But he's more of a comedic relief character. I don't think Black Panther is. Now,
but
I
he's
will
not
say I
in the
haven't seen that
comics.
trailer.
Thor's not a funny comic character.
Half
which
of these
is-
characters aren't funny in the comics.
Yeah, I know. So I'm just a little nervous since you actually brought that up.
comics kind of suck.
Yeah, listen,
Comics are not as fun as movies.
They're not as.
They're
fun.
not as fun as movies. This Thor movie is going to be hilarious. I've got a huge long review by James Gunn, who is the director of Guardians
Guardians.
of the
Yeah,
Galaxy.
Guardians.
I would like to read it to you, but it's so long. But he loved it. He said
Really?
it's funnier than Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2, which to me, I don't want to see that because Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2 is
It
hilarious.
is so funny.
And I'm like, I don't.
That's enough.
I want Thor to be more like Lord of the Rings.
Right, where
You
it's
know
like
what I
a
mean?
fantasy.
Oh,
well,
where
he is
it
one of the few
never
fantasy.
ends and you
Yes.
hate watching it.
I want.
Well, nothing happens in Lord of the Rings except people are walking for a really long time.
Why would
when
you
they
want
have giant
Thor to be
eagles?
like that?
I want it to be like
You want a fantasy movie.
fantasy.
Because
I want
Thor is a
fantasy.
fantasy character.
Yeah, it can be funny here and there. I just don't want it to be slapstick
Here's a
comedy.
list
but-
for you. What are the top 5 fantasy movies? You should do that next week.
Okay, I
Because
will.
I have a slapback ready because I know you guys are wrong.
I don't know any of them, but
It's legend.
But you're right.
do you think that Chris Hemsworth is a hunk?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't kick him out of bed except to fuck
He-
him on the floor. That guy is way too hot. It is not right. I don't think he's a human. I think he may just be like not real. Maybe he's CGI.
Yeah, no, they grew him in a Disney factory.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a real
that
person.
was the most awesome thing I've ever heard anyone say.
I wouldn't kick him out of bed so I could fuck him
No,
on
I
the
wouldn't
floor.
kick except to kick fuck him on the floor. Gee, Sean. Well, he takes his shirt off again.
Sorry,
he
my
didn't want
hearing's
to.
Bad.
He didn't want to. This is him.
Bullshit.
Ken Branagh came up to me on the first film and said, "Oh, look, we've got the shirt off scene. How do you feel?" And I said, "Oh, mate, I've been working out for 8 months. I'm ready. Let's go." And this time around, there wasn't one in the script, which I was really happy about. And then Taika said, "No, I think we need a shirt off scene." I was like, "Oh, no, we've done that. Don't make me do it."
Oh, whatever. I saw that vacation movie. He's walking around with prosthetic dick in his pants for a whole
Oh,
scene
that
in that
wasn't
stupid
prosthetic,
movie.
was it? Please tell me that was real.
Well, I hope so, but Chris Helmsworth, call me. I'll check it
No,
out.
he
Tell
doesn't-
Sticky the truth.
It's funny because you don't. It's
seems to
like
have-
the shoe is on the other foot now, right? Like, like the guy is like, wait, you're exploiting my,
You're totally,
He probably just ate a lot of pizza and got fat.
right? He didn't want to work
Filming
out
this
again.
movie,
Yeah,
he didn't wanna
he
work
read
out
the
again.
script, and
Yeah.
there was no
Oh,
shirt
no
off
shirt
scene. I
scene.
can eat bread again. and now
he
he's gotta
doesn't want
cut
to
out
be
the bread.
objectified.
Yeah, well,
I don't blame him for
listen,
that, but at
I'm
the
a
same time,
dude.
that's his career.
I am a dude. I'm a dude's dude, and I want to see him with his shirt off.
Right.
So let's do it.
A
Chris
dude's
Hemsworth.
dude.
I am. I'm a dude's dude. Sort of. If you like
Man's
effeminate guys.
Man about town.
Anyway, do you like Breaking Bad?
Yes. Love
I've
Breaking
never
Bad.
seen Breaking Bad,
Oh, Sticky.
but apparently,
You will find out the longer you hang around us. He has not seen any television shows that are
You
not
know that it's
animated
the golden
Marvel
age
shows.
of TV. It's actually better than movies these days.
You watch The Sopranos? ever?
no, I've never seen The Sopranos. I watched one episode once.
Yeah.
Yeah. uh-huh.
You
I
really
don't. I just
have-
don't. I just.
What about Deadwood? Deadwood's the
No,
greatest
never
TV
heard
show
of
in the
it.
history of
It's
time.
one of the top 5
I
TV
don't.
shows.
No,
The
never.
Shield?
Agents of Shield.
No. The
You-
Oh,
Shield.
The Shield. No, my mom likes that one. No,
Lord, dude.
I
Your
listen.
mom has better taste
I
than
watch.
you.
Listen, I watch sports. I watch cartoons, and I watch nature shows. That's all. That's all I watch. I like
and then you watch every single piece of Marvel content.
everything that Marvel does. I watch, no matter what it is. Except, actually, I haven't watched Humans yet. I heard it was so bad I couldn't even sit through it. Well, there's a house in that they filmed the show Breaking Bad, right? And it's in New Mexico. It's a real house, and people live in
Yeah.
it. Well, apparently, people have been going to this house and throwing pizzas up on the roof. Why is this?
I remember when that episode aired. Like he's going home. I can't remember. He's trying to make up or something,
Yeah,
and she kicks him out of the house.
First or second, very early.
Yeah, very early on. And he throws that pizza in frustration and it lands on the roof. And I love that show so much. But the first thing I thought when that happened was, why didn't that pizza joint cut that pizza? It's not in pieces. If I ordered a pizza and it showed up and they hadn't cut it and I had to get out my own pizza cutter and get my own shit dirty because they're
Well,
so
they-
lazy.
They may have cut it, but sometimes you get a pizza where it's not cut all the way through and the edges are
Like,
held
or the
together.
cheese
that
melted.
pizza is not cut.
No, it's not.
That's very.
I also
very
don't
clever.
think it was an intentional landing on the roof.
No,
I
it
think
was
that an
supposed to like
accidental
land
thing.
on the ground and it landed on the roof. And then they carried the gag on through other episodes where they show it decaying on the roof because just during that one take, the pizza happened to land up there.
Well, there's an elderly couple who lives in this house, and they can't leave the house. They say, we feel like every time we leave, we can't leave because when we do, something happens that's ridiculous. They feel the need to tell us to close our garage so they can get out of the picture. Tell us what to do on our own property. Now they're installing a 6-foot iron fence around their property because people are throwing pizzas on their roofs. They're leaving teddy bears, pink teddy bears on their front porch. They're like, and the stars of Breaking Bad have even come out and like leave these people
Please stop
alone. And they say like at least like 50 people a week will come to their house and throw pizzas on their fucking roof. Can you believe
Who are
this?
these people that are throwing away a pizza because they like a TV
'Cause they
show
wanna
much?
ta-
It's been off the air
Seriously,
for like
it's a
8
pizza.
years.
Don't throw away a pizza.
No.
Also, if your wife, Sticky, ever wants to come and watch television,
Yeah.
she's welcome at our house.
All right, look, here's the thing about Breaking Bad. We know that it's a great show, and we would like to watch it, but my wife only will watch shows or movies that have unicorns and or rainbows in them. And the thing is,
I don't believe
Hal
that.
from Malcolm in the Middle, the dad on Malcolm in the Middle, is Walter White, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We love Malcolm in the Middle so
don't wanna
much.
ruin it?
We've
ruin it.
watched Malcolm in the Middle. We've seen every episode probably 10 times each.
Sure.
And we love Hal so much. We don't want to see him being a nefarious person. We don't want to
You-
see him doing meth.
Will not even associate
it.
him with
It's-
with Hal.
He's so different. And
it is
the
completely different
actor is
characters.
significantly older. Malcolm in the Middle had been off the air for a while. He
I'm
doesn't
just-
look the same. He is a great actor.
Yeah, well, that's my story.
And
I'm sticking to it.
I don't believe that about Anna Lee not watching anything that with no race. She
I thought she wanted to see
go
it, man.
She went, because she liked it when she was a kid, so therefore it had a kind of a unicorn rainbowy
nostalgia,
thing. Yeah.
sort of.
Listen, dude, Annalie won't sit through The Shield or Breaking Bad or Mad Men.
Should
or
try
any of
Deadwood.
those.
Someone gets their eyeball
or
pulled out during a
Dexter.
fight. It's really awesome.
No. Listen, every day like at the end of the, I get home from work, we spend our time together, we have dinner, we go for a walk, we do whatever married couples do. Then when it's time to separate, she goes upstairs and watches reruns of Charmed
No.
and or Golden Girls.
Golden Girls is good. I'll
And
give her
then
that.
I'll go and watch Golden Girls sometimes. And then, and I do my thing. I watch nature shows or play video games. So whatever. She doesn't like that kind of stuff.
That's like
maybe
the
it's
best
because
TV.
you don't allow her to watch it.
I allow her.
you
Who do you
should
think
say-
I am?
I don't know.
Am I
man.
Donald Trump? I allow my ladies to do whatever they like.
You're
have
not
no-
allowing them to do
That's
anything.
what
They
I'm
do
saying.
whatever they
That's what I'm trying to say. Sean's freaking
I love how
me
you
out.
use the word allow just like it's nothing.
No, just to him. I like to get under his skin.
That was really upsetting to me, and I didn't know how to defend myself.
See,
That's fun though.
All right.
I know Anna Lee's not being allowed to do anything. You're the one allowed.
Not being.
Yeah. Right. No, we have
she
a very.
lets you play video games.
We have a symbiotic relationship. Anyway,
Oh, that's good.
Is that the end of?
that's
nerd?
the end of nerd stuff.
I have one thing.
Please.
Since I'm in here,
Thank
we do
you. Rescue
sports
me.
nerd for a minute.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers broke his right collarbone, right side this
Yes.
time. Second collarbone break. You think he's out for the season?
Oh yeah.
Green Bay. They got their backups. This guy Handley or something. I've never heard of him.
I heard
Chet Huntley.
I
No,
heard
that's a
8
newsman.
weeks.
No, I think it's Handley.
Hundley.
Yeah, I think it's
Hundley?
Yeah, it's a U.
Doesn't matter. He's nobody, right?
I heard that he's having surgery, and that the surgery is designed to speed the recovery.
Okay.
So that he could make it back for the playoffs if they
make the
made
playoffs.
it in the playoffs.
I
Yeah.
thought they'd be in the Super Bowl.
So
They're not
I do
making-
not
if
think
if
that
he's not
anymore.
back, they're not making the
No,
playoffs.
they're not making the playoffs without
Unless
do
him.
you
sign
think he's
Kaepernick.
hunky?
Aaron
'cause-
Rodgers?
yeah, I don't-
Aaron Rodgers,
don't-
he's fugly.
I don't
He's
see
not.
it. I don't
he's
see
a paper bagger. If you put a bag on his head from the neck
Well, of
down,
course,
he's
a paper
there's nothing
bagger.
wrong with that. But he's not got the greatest face. He's better looking than every Colts
Yeah,
quarterback
but-
in the last
I mean,
20 years. But
Olivia Munn. I mean, come on. I mean, it's
I
impressive.
find him better looking than Andrew Luck or Peyton Manning.
yeah, they're
Dude,
goobers. Have
Peyton
you seen
Manning?
those motherfuckers? Peyton Manning, he's got a 7 head. There's no 4, 5, 6 head, 7 head. I could watch Star Wars
He
projected
looks like he just
on his
escaped
forehead.
Down syndrome, just barely.
Just barely.
Sorry.
And I love him, dude.
Eli didn't.
You got a touch of that.
All right. That's all I had. I just
okay,
wondered
so-
what you guys thought because
My
none of my friends will talk to me about sports.
Oh, I'll talk, but not right now. Because the show's almost over, actually, and I've got time.
Yes, what's your pussy song?
My song about the vagina is called "The Amazing Hoo Ha," and this is a song I wrote, and this is my band, the Noonans. And the interesting thing is, Sean, that I have sort of modeled my vocal style after the guy from the Cramps.
Lux Interior.
Lux Interior. I try to sing a little bit like him. So him and Fred Schneider from B-52s. That's what that's usually what
yeah,
I go for.
he's fantastic.
I like try to combine them, and then that's my voice when I sing. You know. So here's a song by my old band called the Noonans. I don't think this song is about a vagina.
You were in the band. You can tell us whether it is. Or
I
not.
wrote the lyrics to this. I don't think it's about a vagina.
Then what's a hoo ha?
Well, I got no defense for that. So here is
It's like Chuck Berry said, "My ding-a-ling wasn't about a dick."
Yeah, and he was lying too.
Here is the amazing hoo ha. else to do. She told a lie, but I know it's true. She was the best damn woman that I ever knew. Hoo-ha, ha, ha. Hoo-ha, ha, ha. Hoo-ha, ha, ha. Hoo-ha, ha, ha. All right, welcome back to MJ and the boys, you lucky bastards. MJ is not here, but Carrie, her BFF, is, and that was my song, and that was really my song. The Amazing Hoo-Ha by my band, The Noonins, from back in the day.
You're all about the self-promotion.
Yeah, I know. If you want to purchase that song, it's not for sale.
So fuck off.
But it can be for a price.
You can go to, right, for $33, I'll give you a final 45. You can go to my SoundCloud page, which is Delapina-Music, and listen to all the Noonan songs. So there you go. That's it.
I like the term hoo-ha for vagina.
Yeah,
There's some out there that are so much more offensive. Hoo-ha is pretty fun.
it is. It's an amazing thing, the
Yeah,
hoo-ha.
the hoo-ha.
So celebrate National Vagina Day. Celebrate
Yes,
Halloween.
celebrate. Go down on a woman you love.
Yes. and-
Or that you don't even like that much. She still deserves it.
Agreed. I know I'm going to. I just so
Sorry.
that's it. Find us on Instagram, MySpace, Facebook, Twitter,
I think that's
YouTube.
You can find us on YouTube. You can find us at your local grocery store ever so often if you look real hard.
Bathroom walls. There's a sticker
Yeah,
usually in most
usually.
bathroom walls around
Yes.
here.
Just the gross ones.
There's stickers.
So, Carrie, thank you so much for coming in again on short notice.
Thank you for asking me. I had a really nice time.
It's
It's a better way to kill a Monday than just sitting in a bar by myself. so.
yeah, right on. And you're very good at it. I don't know if you think
Wow.
if you believe that or not, but you really are. You're an excellent podcaster.
Ooh.
So thank you.
Thanks. I'll put that on my next
And
resume.
maybe MJ will be back next week. Who fucking knows?
I hope so. She broke plans with me too, so I have to watch the Colts game all by myself now, and that's not fun, you guys.
That's not fun for anyone, even the Colts. So, that's it.
I'm laughing because you're right.
Goodbye, everybody.
So long.
Bye.
This is MJ and the boys. You lucky bastards.